Viewers of DelmarvaLife know that one thing that we like to do on the show is demonstrate our gratitude to members of our military. The dangers they face, the sacrifices they make sure that those of us here at home can enjoy the security and the freedom that makes this such a great nation.
Yeah, and one thing is for sure, it's never too early for kids to understand that real life heroes do exist and that they deserve to be thanked for their service. It's a practice that's alive and well in Somerset County Public Schools. And we are so happy to be here today with Stephanie Huff, a teacher at Somerset Intermediate, along with one of her students. This is Elizabeth Waters, also from Somerset Intermediate. Thank you both for being here this afternoon. Stephanie, I want to start off with you. Can you give us a little background on you becoming a teacher?
Since I've been little, I've kind of always wanted to be a teacher. I grew up, I had a little boy in my neighborhood that he was only a couple years younger than me, but I kind of taught him. I have pictures of me reading with him and all kinds of things. My freshman year of college, I was debating whether special education or gen ed, and I did an internship over at Somerset Intermediate, worked with one of the amazing mentors, Jennifer Daniels, and I just clicked with one of these students and I said, that's it, special education right there.
Yeah, and she seems pretty happy about it too.
Yeah.
Tell us how you got involved with the American Legion.
So it first started, my dad was going over there just kind of hanging out, and then I went with my dad a few times, and both my grandfathers were I had one in the Marines and then one was in the Navy, and of course they do a lot for military, so I just kind of was like, hey, do you guys need some help? Since then I've loved being a part. My mom is now president there, so her and I are very close, so she needs help, I'm there for her, so a lot of my time, if I'm not at school, I'm there.
Wow.
So we're going to bring all of this together, your teaching and the American Legion. You started a letter writing effort for your students. Tell us about that.
So my manager actually came to me. Her son is in Texas stationed, and she was like, hey, we need some letters because the auxiliary, they started as the home instead. They didn't have many veterans that really needed some help this Christmas. So then they're like, let's adopt a squadron. And that turned into, hey, we know you work at the school system. Can we get some letters from your students? Next thing you know, these kids are just writing letters, and it's the most that we've ever seen them inspired, and it was amazing to see them. And it was just, the only grade you're getting is from your heart, because these soldiers they're away from home for Christmas, Thanksgiving, all the things, and so they just wrote letters. Some of them wrote 2-3 pages, and some of them had drawings, which wasn't a requirement, and they just took off with it.
Oh my goodness, that's incredible. Elizabeth, sorry, we weren't trying to ignore you.
You're good.
There's so much here to learn and to find out. So you wrote letters.
Yes.
Well, what did you learn from the experience?
Well, I learned that there's people out there who's doing for our country, and they're working for us out here, that we can live cozy, we can have good days, we don't have to worry about that.
Right.
And those people don't get to enjoy the stuff that we get to enjoy. And I like to put a smile on people's faces, so I learned that the most important thing is to be able to make someone happy.
Do any particular letters stand out to you, Stephanie?
Definitely Lizzie's. So she also goes by Lizzie. I helped coach her in field hockey. But I took the letters and I gave them to my mom, and I said, hey, I know almost all these kids. I can't, pick my favorite, because the first, second, and third letter that was chosen is getting prizes. So later she's getting a prize that she doesn't know what the prize is.
I don't need a prize, though.
That's incredible.
I know we're out of time. Lizzie, you just said, but I don't need a prize. Why?
My prize was being able to give someone a letter and put a smile on someone's face. To me, that's the most important thing, especially during this time of the year. And that's a great gift for me and a great gift for the other person. So I just like giving.
Lizzie, that is wonderful. Thank you so much for coming in. And Stephanie, thank you for initiating this project. I know a lot was learned. Thank you. And thank you for coming on.
My goodness,
Thank
yes.
you.
Yes.
Wow.